Hello, it is Esther with Esther's VSG Trek. It is May 9th, 2019. Today marks week 140 post VSG, and I think I really was avoiding doing this. I actually have notes. I don't like to write notes. I don't know why. I just like to come, talk, leave. Come, talk, leave. But wow, a lot of things have happened. I first and foremost am going to start out with saying I forgot Aaron. I think it was the last vlog or time before last when I came to you after my New Orleans meetup. I forgot to say Aaron. Lapse of my memory and correct it on my next vlog. And I abide, my dear. It was a pleasure getting to know you in real life. So, in March, I was 189.2. April, it was a little dicey because I traveled again. End of March was New Orleans. End of April was my trip to Vegas. And that, I don't think I'm going to cover much here because it was surreal. It was so fast. But every day felt like a week somehow. I guess that's the Vegas effect. But oh my goodness, I'm so glad I went. And Zanita, I loved getting to meet you. And then I saw Chella like every month for the last 2 months. That's not going to continue, and that makes me very sad, but it won't be the last time. It will not be the last time. So when I did weigh after Vegas, I was 190.2. That's up 1 pound, and I'll take it. I started the year at 198.4. That means I'm down still a total of 8.2 pounds. I'm very thankful that I'm there. I am trying to get serious though. And that's why I'm like, I didn't want to do this vlog because it is time to get serious. I don't like lip service. I'm not one to give it. I don't like to dish it. I don't like to hear it. And I feel like that's what I've been doing. I know that I have binge tendencies. Okay, and giving myself grace that I know, I mean, it hasn't been 3 years yet. It's fast approaching, but it hasn't been 3 years since my VSG surgery that I had in Mexico with la doctora Luisiana Valenzuela. I'm still learning a lot, and it's time to push through to a new phase. I did stop Weight Watchers officially. It happened naturally. I loved the interface of the app at first because it was different from MyFitnessPal, and if you ever track for a long time, you probably get sick of MyFitnessPal or whatever app you use to track. But then I noticed that I needed more data. It's like, great, you have all this free food and it doesn't count for anything. They don't give you calorie totals for the day. And then there's no macro breakdown either. And I need that information. Maybe if I had never done dieting before, I could be happy with just a Weight Watchers degree of information. But I needed more, so I fell out of love with it pretty quickly. I did it for about a good month. I did see results in that month. I also had structure in that month, so was it Weight Watchers, was it structure? It was probably both. My husband stayed with it a little bit longer, then kind of fell off tracking, and the whole goal of Weight Watchers was having a perspective of a low-fat diet lifestyle for my husband who hates keto. Because I have been like normal American person, eating a little bit more health conscious, I would say, than the average American, but enjoying carbs and other things this year, 2019, which is different than what I was doing before. And I kind of want to go back to keto before my physical, but I'm waiting until through my physical, which will be end of July, August, somewhere around there, around my birthday, to see what 6, 7, 8 months of eating normal food does to my labs, to my blood work, just out of curiosity, and just another layer of, I took this time to do this, and look, I got to see some data. maybe it's the same, maybe it's better, but I don't know. But my levels with keto were great. Slightly higher cholesterol, but my doctor was not concerned with it at all because my ratio and remnant cholesterol were both way better than anything I have ever seen probably in my natural life. Not that I have an unnatural life, but whatever. So I'm living my best life. I feel like I have this maintenance thing down, but I'm not in the maintenance range I want to be in. And life's been crazy. I am personally coming out of probably the busiest time of my life. And it's only going to get crazier, but it's May, like I said, 9th. At the end of this month is Memorial Day, also aka Red Zone, which is a huge camping event for adventurers. And that's going to be like the last major event that I've committed myself to. The opportunities, because I really looked at 2019 going hard. I did the Reversing Diabetes seminar. I was part of the team, although I only presented the first week. There were 6 other weeks. I also made all the food for it. I don't know if that I can do that for next cycles. It was a lot. It was very taxing. I will help as I can, but I'm glad I did it to that degree to know that I need to pull back a little bit more from offering to make all of the food. I offered it. I offered it. I went hard on saying yes to a lot of things. And of course I have kids and my mom, my husband, my health. My health kind of took a backseat for some things. As things were really revving up, and mind you, we've been practicing reversing diabetes since the beginning or the end of third quarter 2018. We've been really committed to a lot of things that take up a lot of time. So we want to restructure that. I want my health to be my first priority. I want my husband to be my second priority. I want my kids to be my third priority going forward in this hiatus that I'm entering after Memorial Day, after Red Zone. The kids are just about done with school. I have to figure something out for that. And yeah, in a way I've been maintaining like a pro, but it's not the way I envisioned it, and I'm not at the weight I want to be at. So I went camping right before going to Vegas, and I went to Vegas and I came home and holy exhaustion. Then we had Adventure Gala. It was 2 days of crafting, getting pieces for the gala. We wanted to really do it up for our kids. We want them to feel special and loved and acknowledged and supported. And it's been a great adventure year. The new director, Miss Jen did it she's been an adventure leader for 15 years. I think she was the leader for 12 of the 15 years. She needed a break, and Shauna stepped up. And bravo, she did a great job. It was her first year. She could have crashed and burned, but no, it's like the right person for the right time. And we just wanted to do it up. It was a great year. So I committed to do many things. We did the whole service on Sabbath. We had a gala for them Saturday night. It was so cute. I did the decorations. I had the help of the whole team to put the decorations up and shift them as they needed to be shifted. And then Sunday we went to the zoo, and then I volunteered to serve at a banquet for the food pantry volunteers, because it's totally a volunteer ministry. And oh, we're getting a FedEx delivery. Okay, but they invited me to go to eat with them. I'm like, no, I'll come and serve because y'all do great work, and as a thank you. So I went and did that, came home, starting to feel a little funny. In Vegas, Anita and Chella both had like allergy issues, maybe colds, we don't know. But you know, I work from home. I'm not exposed to a lot of germs, and I really feel that I got exposed to germs and it incubated, and by Monday I woke up and I was like, my right sinus was just not happy. Oh, Lord of mercy. And I get ocular migraines. I didn't know what was coming on Monday. I clocked out earlier because I felt like hell. Tuesday, I take my son to school, come back home, and it starts. I had an aura trigger ocular migraine. Yay! I haven't had one of those in a long time. It was a doozy. Like, I've gotten Some. I tend to have like one a year nowadays. It used to be a lot more frequent. I had my first one May 5th, 2004, rather. I remember the day because I had celebrations planned for Cinco de Mayo, but no, my butt was in the hospital because I thought I was stroking out. So it's not like it used to be. Since having kids is very rare that I actually do get them. It was my turn on Tuesday. I wore my sunglasses whenever I wasn't sleeping. Yesterday, even I had the migraine hangover. I'm still a little mentally tired today, but I'm back to normal. I can breathe too. It's still a little, and I'm still taking some medicine, but like, whew, that migraine whooped. In looking at a few things, I'm going to take a suggestion from the new Jackie 33, and I'm going to go back and watch. I don't know if every vlog I've ever made, but I'm going to go back and look at my vlogs. Every year, Jackie goes back and looks at her vlogs from day one to the last one that she's made. And Jackie's wonderful, the new Jackie 33 on Instagram and YouTube if you want someone to follow who is RNY. So today's week 140. Sorry, I have to look down. I'm technically like 2.69 years post-op. The lowest weight I ever saw was 161 pounds even on January 15th, 2018. That was 12 days post tonsillectomy. So that was a fake number because I could not eat. I was not eating. At best, I was having one Premier protein and maybe a little applesauce with a little whipped cream on top. Those were the only things I could even fathom having when I would try to have something. And then I did some more digging. So I'm like, is that the best I did? Yeah, that's the best I did. But that wasn't real because it was because of a surgery. Then I did some more digging because like I've worked hard. I've had accomplishments. So what is the real history? Like between August of 2018 and September of 2018, I played around in the very high 60s and low 70s. So that was a normal for me. And then I saw that May 8th, 2018, I was 168.4 a year ago, just about. That was the last time I was naturally at 168.4. And then I lived in the 70s between May and August of 2018. And then the 80s between the 180s. Did I say 2? If I said, I might have said 2 because, you know, our brains, but these are 100 and the rest. In the 180s, September through December of 2018, and I've been consistently between the high 180s and low 190s all of 2019. So that marks a 21.8 pound regain, and I hate that word, but it is a term. And it is what I have. I never reached a goal weight. But what is that? I'm older. I've had kids. I don't know what that is. But I don't feel like I reached goal. I mean, I like the 170s. I would be okay living there. But I haven't been there in a long time. So, in spending time with Anita and Shella and just thinking about things, I keep thinking about Miss Jackie because on the 19th is WLSFA ends. Nirvana's coming down, Experiencing Nirvana. It's in Orlando. Jackie's coming down. I'm sure some other people are coming down. Because I've traveled, I cannot go to the conference. But what I can do is drive down on Sunday, and I'm planning to have lunch with Jackie and then meet up with Nirvana, get some hugs in, see who else is around, and then come home. It's going to be a very quick trip. Because I cannot miss that opportunity. But yeah, I need to get serious. I'm approaching my 3-year anniversary. It's a slippery slope. I really don't feel like I would slip into regaining all of the weight, but blink and your reality could be not what you planned if you're not working towards goals. I didn't write that down. That came out nicely. I'll keep that. Still on phentermine. I go back at the end of this month to review the plan, because the next phase is trying Max to try to disassociate some of the pleasure with that my brain associates with food, and they found that that drug does that. It's just a very short period of time of seeing if it does that benefit, because it has that benefit for some, not all, of course. And I'm just, I'm not opposed to science. I like science. Science does a lot. And I'm going to also, use my faith in this as well, because what I do know is that I am healthy. I have been consistently healthy since losing the weight. What I do know is that my kids are only getting more and more active, and that means I do have to show up for more and more. It's not the fact of just losing the weight, it's being able to enjoy doing the things with them. And if I do feel that I have more aches and pains since putting on the 20 pounds, so let's not, and let's start going back down. Yeah, so my intention is to act more like a weight loss surgery patient. My intention is to try to deal with more of my emotions. I'm thinking journaling. I'm thinking logging all the food so I'm accountable to the calories. I'm thinking leaning on Instagram. I'm thinking leaning here. If I have not been chatty with you recently, I've been traveling and trying to hustle. Like I said, the busiest, that comes out weird sometimes, it's my Spanish, season of my life. First round of the busiest season of my life, because I'm not lying to myself. I know it's going to get worse. My kids aren't really going to want to do more things, and I'm going to only want to do all the things with them, like camp. Boy, mom. Okay, boy, mom. We did have a good time camping. There were s'mores. One the first night, I was good, but then I had 3 the second night. But I can have a night like that and then be on plan. I only gained 1 pound going to New Orleans and Vegas. I was 0.2 up from New Orleans and 1 pound up from Vegas. So that says a lot of the habits I do have. I just want to refine them. I want to get to the next level. I feel like this is the opportunity to rise and learn newer habits that I need, being almost 3 years out, and not just stay stagnant and maintaining at a place I don't want to be at. Okay, I've talked enough. I hope you are well. How are you? Please comment below. Jen, I forgot her handle. She must have had her baby by now. I don't know. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm trying to catch vlogs as I can, but man, it's been busy. But I really do hope you're doing well. And until the next time, sooner than later, I promise.